My dad is a pastor and my mom was a stay-at-home mom. They didn't have like too much money to give to us for college. Growing up, I just didn't see too many people who looked like me kind of going and being doctors or engineers or astronauts. I considered the military. I was very, very adventurous. So I wanted to enlist when I was actually 17 years old. But my mom, she thought it was a phase and she really didn't want me to go to the military. So she actually applied to colleges for me. I did a little research and I found that Cal Poly Pomona was one of the better schools that I got accepted to, so I ended up coming here. I really was kind of lost coming in my freshman year. Benny was the undeclared academic advisor. I just remember there's a sheet on his wall with all the majors, and the first one starts with the A, was aerospace engineering. And I remember that really caught my attention. He was like the first one who really inspired me and made me believe that I can do more than what I had already kind of set for myself in my mind. But unfortunately, I lost my financial aid. When I dropped out of school for that year, that was really, really discouraging for me. I didn't know what the Veterans Resource Center was, but I knew it was a place where I can kind of talk to somebody. They really encouraged me that I can go the officer route and get my bachelor's degree. So they gave me the number for an officer recruiter. I called her that day and she explained to me, I can get a guaranteed spot at flight school. It was just like a dream come true. I had a lot of motivation. I was really encouraged because I had a plan. And even though I didn't have financial aid and I didn't have a car, I just had to make it happen, so I had to take the bus. It would take about 4 hours to get to school. It was a whole semester that I had to bus, and I ended up getting straight A's because I had that drive and I had that motivation that I could do it, you know. I was officially in my last year. I couldn't afford a car while I was paying for school. So my sister, she had a motorcycle. I was like, you know what, I'll just use a motorcycle. It was 2 weeks into school when I was just cut off by a car and I just went down. Went to the hospital and I was like, geez, you know, like I'm on my last year finally, and then this happens. So I don't know how much more I have. There's no way for me to get to school at that point. I couldn't even walk. And I was just considering taking W's, withdrawals from my classes. My captain told me that I could get dropped from the program. And you know, my dream of being a pilot, being in the Marine Corps as an officer, that would have been gone. When I came back, I was so lost. I reached out to my professor, Dr. Kane. I just went to his office and I said, Dr. Kane, like, I'm gonna fail. I take this or not, I'm gonna fail the class. So I just want to talk to you about options. Over winter break, he met with me. He gave me like a structured plan, and instead of the final, he replaced it with a project. And I'm just so blessed to have teachers that really cared about me and my success. It was surreal graduating. It was really great for everyone to be there and, you know, hear them cheering for me and, you know, being in the front row, seeing them smiling. Getting my bachelor's degree, that was the hardest thing I've ever done. And that gave me so much more confidence in my abilities. So I have a spot in flight school now. My big dream is to apply for the astronaut corps. That's been like a really far off dream of mine, but, you know, at this point, I think anything's possible.